Okay, so evening guys, welcome to another episode of the Bearded Berserker with me, Matt. Hope you're all having a fantastic day out there today. What a horrible night. We've got sleet and wind and rain and bloody cold out there, getting worse and worse. Nice to be indoors and nice to be speaking to you guys again. So, welcome. Now, if you watched any of my videos on my channel whatsoever, you'll know that I'm trying to grow myself a big, thick, decent, epic style Viking beard. I'm trying to find my favourite beard products, skin products, hair products, all sorts of bits and pieces to try and treat my skin properly, beard properly, hair smell good, look good and feel good. And all of these videos that I'm doing, I'm only concentrating on the little tiny companies out there, individuals, families that are making some amazing products out there and trying to showcase that there is an alternative to just sticking with the big companies out there that got money to plough into advertising and marketing and stuff like that. So it's nice to show that there is an alternative out there, and more often than not I'm finding that they're putting more time and effort and passion and love and creativity into their products and better customer service than the big companies out there. Not all of them, but a lot of them, which are just coasting along because of the name that sells the product. So yeah. Now, all of these reviews that I do on my channel, I'm completely unbiased. It's all my own honest 100% in my opinion. I'm not affiliated to any of the companies whatsoever out there. You name it, send it through. I'll have a look at it, I'll review it, and I'll give you, everyone out there, my honest opinion on what I think of it. So if there's stuff that I don't particularly like in a constructive way, I'll say the reasons why I don't particularly like it. And if it's something that's amazing out there, then I'll say it's amazing. So as with all of these, we're going to look at the packaging, the products themselves, the ingredients in it, the price of it, and then afterwards we're going to score it out of 20. So 20 being absolutely fantastic, 10 being, yeah, it's all right stuff, and 0 being, I wouldn't use a stinky Santa to touch it with, is horrible stuff. So that's kind of the way that I score it. I've got loads of different levels. So I've got scent levels with very subtle, medium and knock your head off sort of scents. And so loads of different scales. Now, got something completely different today and a bit weird. I haven't sort of turned effeminate and stuff, but we've got something different. It's not a beard product, but it's made by Barbers Bay. Now, I have done a few reviews for these guys. He's a UK chap that he makes all sorts of like solid colognes, beard balms, oils and stuff like that. And he sent through some, well, not necessarily perhaps for me, but he sent me something through to have a look at that's different and see what I think about it, and to see what Mrs. Bearded Berserker thinks of it as well. Because I didn't realise this, not only does he make solid colognes and aftershaves and stuff like that, he also makes perfumes. And he thought it'd be nice to send like a sample through, let the missus try it, see what she thinks of it, see what I think of it and everything, and to give you guys my opinion and to show that he does make perfumes as well as just bloke stuff. Now, we're going to look at the product, do it exactly the same way, talk about the scents, what it's made with, price of it and everything, and we are going to score it. It'd be interesting to see whether a handmade perfume kind of like equals some of these big companies out there that make perfumes. It's going to be interesting to see in the first sort of time that I've done this. So this is what is sent through in his little bottle. And this one is called Gigi or Gigi, whichever you want to pronounce it, G-I-G-I. And so this is how it came, a label on it, and this is one of his perfumes from Barbers Bay. Now this is allegedly a light, refreshing sort of scent with underlying sweet tones to it and sort of fresh and floral. Not the sort of thing perhaps that I would wear, but he does kind of unisex perfumes and stuff like that, as well as the male and female versions. And so this has got kind of like essential oils and stuff like that in there. It's got jasmine, gardenia, vanilla, peony, patchouli, and it's basically in a base of perfumer's alcohol, and it's blended and allowed to steep for 2 weeks before it's decanted out. And the colour of this one's a clear one, but the colour of the oils that he uses determines the colours of the perfumes and the colognes that he makes. So I have smelled this quite a lot because my wife has been using it. It's very, very, very refreshing. It's almost slightly kind of got a fizzy sort of scent to it. And it's not very subtle wise. It's kind of quite a punchy one, actually, about 3/4 of the way up on the punchy scale. It's not a very, very subtle one. It's quite a bold smelling perfume. Not horrible, don't get me wrong, but it's quite a bold smelling one. Definitely got the smell of the floral notes in there, which is your jasmine, the gardenia, the peonies as well, flower. And I'm actually kind of quite impressed with that. Not in the fact that I'm going to wear it, because obviously it's perfume and I'm a bloke and I do like smelling different things and scents and stuff like that, but I'm not quite there yet at wearing perfume. But that is kind of quite stunning that he's managed to create that. And I have noticed with it as well, because with perfumes and everything, you know that it takes time for the scent to actually die down and sort of relax a bit once you've sprayed it. And it is really nice, and it does have that sort of underlying sweet sort of scent to it from the vanilla. This comes in one of these little atomizer bottles, which obviously you can unscrew the top of and refill and stuff like that, so it's quite handy in itself, because it's always good to be able to upcycle and reuse stuff, so you can refill it afterwards. Either I'd assume possibly send it back and he'll refill it, or you could put something else in there. But that's actually really quite nice, and it's not too flowery, it's not too sweet, it's not too zingy, it's quite nicely blended, and he's done a really good job of that. Because I have done reviews, like I say, beard oils and balms for him before, and he is really, really good at blending stuff. He asked me what my favourite beard oil would be, and I said to him that I would love to try a honey mead one, and he created a honey mead one that literally is like drinking honey mead, but it's in a beard oil form, and it's absolutely stunning stuff. And I do kind of class this chap as a bit of a Willy Wonka, if you know what I mean. If there is a scent out there that you really love, or could only imagine, I'm sure he could probably create it. If you ask for a cheeseburger sort of scented something, he would probably be able to create it, because he just comes up with some amazing stuff, and I love seeing what he creates in this. But no, and so retail price, he's looking at 30 quid for 30 mils, but it is also available 30 mils on eBay and on Amazon as well, anywhere between £15 and £18 for 30 mils. And I think that's a good price. When you compare some high-end perfumes, I mean, you can pay hundreds of pounds for bottles of perfume and aftershave and stuff like that. And to me, it's all the same, you know. All perfume, whether it's your really high-end brands and stuff like that, it's all up to the individual. I tend not to go buying perfumes on names, because nobody knows what name it is. If you wear, I can't say any of the brand names and stuff like that. The only person that knows that what brand it is you that is wearing it. And so brand means nothing to me. It's more about the scent on an aftershave or a perfume. It's either something you like, it's kind of all right, or you hate it. Because some of the perfumes can be really thick, heavy stuff. Some of the perfumes are really light stuff, sweet stuff, fruity, scented stuff. And that is really nice. And believe it or not, Mrs. Berserker loves this stuff. She loves it that much. That is all that is left. So to say that we haven't tried and tested this and seen what it's like and talked about it and everything, she is in love with the stuff. And she's actually switched from using some of her high-end perfumes that she does like, which I'm not going to mention names of or anything, to using this because she loves it and loves the scent on it. And I think 15 to 18 quid from eBay or Amazon, or £30 as a retail for 30 mils. I think that's fine. I would quite happily go out and buy this for her as a present. She would quite happily go out and buy it for herself, she said. And I'm going to score this out of 20. And all my scores aren't the same. I have had, talking about scores before we go any further, right? I have had a few sort of comments and messages and stuff like that. Why am I rating stuff so highly? Now, the reason I'm rating stuff so highly is because the stuff that I am reviewing, I really, really like. There have been a few niggly little issues with bits and pieces that I have tried and reviewed that aren't necessarily for me, but I have to, and you have to kind of remember that this is my opinion, so stuff I might not like about stuff. If somebody sent through a mint smelling aftershave, perfume, beard oil or balm, I'm not going to like it. But there are people out there that are going to like it. So we've all got different opinions and stuff like that. But I have actually done 6 now reviews of products from the UK which I really didn't like for various different reasons, either prices, the stuff that was being put in them, and the fact that a couple of people have tried to bump the scores up that I give by offering money, which I'm not doing, because otherwise all 80, 100 odd, how many ever reviews I've done now have been absolutely worthless, and I'm not selling out for anyone. And funny enough, all 6 negative reviews that I've done that have scored well under 10, I've been asked to pull. And there's a part of me that would love to leave them online and to kind of show and expose and sort of say, look, there are shit ones out there. So don't assume that everything you're buying from the UK is fantastic. Like I say on the videos, always read the labels, make sure you know exactly what's going in there, making sure that it's not going to react with your skin and stuff like that. Some of the stuff out there is really, really badly made. And if you're a vapor as well, I smoke and I vape as well, and there was a time, and there probably still is now, that people were making vape juices and stuff like that in their back rooms and stuff like that, putting all sorts of crap in there that you don't want to be inhaling. And because it's very difficult to kind of register your product and stuff like that, there's so many tests and everything that you have to go through, that there's a lot of stuff that slips through the nets. And you have to be very, very careful about what you are putting out into the market. And there are people out there that are scammers and you just don't really care what they're using vegetable oil and stuff like that, and all sorts of dangerous sorts of stuff. So just be really, really careful whatever you go out and buy. Like I say, all the products behind me, including all the balms and everything and oils, I have reviewed, I have used, I have tested, I've tried them over and over again, not suffered with any problems whatsoever. And unfortunately, the ones that have scored under, I have had to pull from the people or the little companies that are making them, because they did not want me to put a negative review for their products online. And it's down to them at the end of the day. I'd love to expose them and tell you which ones it is, but obviously I can't do that because they want nothing to do with me and I don't really want anything to do with their products. But just be careful what you're buying, guys, because not everything that comes in a pretty bottle is going to have pretty stuff inside, okay? And there have been times that I've looked at a product before I've started to use them, to test them before I do the review, that I've gone, I'm not putting that on my face. No, sorry. And I've messaged them back and said, what are you using in this? And they don't even know the ingredients on their own products. And it's like, nah, don't expect me to use it, try it, review it, let alone tell other people that it's fantastic stuff when it's shit. So that is the reason a lot of the products that I have reviewed and everything are scoring 17, 18, 19s and 20, because they are products. The ones that didn't score very well have been pulled due to companies telling me not to, and individuals telling me not to put out the review. There you go. But I'm going to score this straight up 20 out of 20. It's brilliant stuff. It equals some of the high-end perfumes and colognes and stuff like that, or unisex stuff, fragrances out there. It's great stuff. It's literally had 2 reviews, one from me and one because do I like the smell of it when it's on her, and she, the wife's reviewed it as well to see whether she likes it. And like I say, that is all that's left from a bottle of it. She loves the stuff and it's her go-to thing now, and that is Gigi or Gigi, whatever, or Gigi, however you want to pronounce it, from Barbers Bay. I will be putting links down below as per all the other videos to Barbers Bay, social media, website and stuff like that. So go and check them out. They do a load of different sorts of perfumes and scents and stuff like that. Also your beard products, balms, oils, solid colognes and stuff. So that is Gigi from Barbers Bay, scoring a fantastic 20 out of 20 on that. Really well put together, and like I say, the bloke that does this is literally the Willy Wonka. He can make any sort of scent you want. So that is that. So thank you guys for watching another run of my reviews. I've got 2 reviews coming up tomorrow. Saturday today, Sunday tomorrow. So I've got 2 reviews tomorrow coming up, one around about lunchtime, one early evening. So please join me for that. I hope you are enjoying the reviews that I am doing as much as I'm enjoying chatting to you guys about products that are out there on the market. Thank you guys. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Please comment as well. I do answer every single comment and read every single comment that is put on Facebook. I'm on YouTube. I'm over on Instagram, Viking Beard Matt. Come give us a follow over there. Thank you guys. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Thank you. Have a good evening. Keep on looking after each other. Keep on taking care of each other. Keep on growing those beards. And I look forward to seeing you on the next review from the Bearded Berserker. Have a good one, guys. Thank you.